And I would like to play a little tune I just composed not too long ago.
Miss Billie Holiday.
1, 2, 3,
Let me take you down.
Do you think of yourself primarily as a singer or as a poet?
Oh, I think of myself more as a song and dance man, you know.
With his 1965 release, Bringing It All Back Home, Bob Dylan reinvented himself with a vengeance.
The idea of mixing folk music and electric music together, it was like a music revolution.
I didn't really know what was going to happen, but they certainly booed, I'll tell you that.
The half-acoustic, half-electric album was a confrontational mix of stream-of-conscious poetry, political commentary, and Dylan's sardonic humor.
It's all right, Ma, I'm only bleeding, ho, ho, ho.
Bob Dylan would take the poetry and give it a form that was not necessarily all the way syncopated, but yet it had its own rhythm in it.
It's hard, from our perspective now, so long after the fact, to really gauge what a difference he made at that time. Certain events in his life have become kind of cliches, like the playing electric at the folk festival and everybody freaking out and stuff like that. People saying Judas at the Manchester Free Trade Hall or whatever. You know, they've become like rock myths.
Bringing It All Back Home also brought Dylan his first commercial success, which helped spread his music and lyrics to a new generation.
I had Bringing It All Back Home by Bob Dylan, and I didn't care about anything else except deciphering the information that Dylan had to tell me.
I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more.
I'm a Bob Dylan fan. I think he is the all-time great lyricist. Not enough can be said about Bob.
I'm D.A. Pennybaker.
And I'm Bob Neuwirth. Have you ever noticed how this particular short film has been co-opted so many times recently?
Yeah. Dylan came up with the idea of having a lot of things written down on pieces of paper. We didn't think about what you're going to do with them, but he'd have these things on cards, and he said, "Is that a good idea for the film?" And I said, "It's a terrific idea." And that was when we decided to carry a whole lot of shirt things or whatever it was that we used.
Shirt cardboards from the laundry.
You know, they went back about 20 years later to re-inspect all the sites of the film, and they were still working on this alley. But who decided on what we were going to say on these cards?
It's I remember Bob picked them. What's great about them is that they're puns within the cue cards themselves.
I'm interested in the origins of the cue, because I didn't know that till you told me the other day how it sort of began.
With Scopitone, you mean?
Yeah.
Scopitone was that French invention where they could go to a jukebox and see a 3-minute loop of
you put
Johnny Hallyday or François Hardy.
Right. You put 2 francs in and the thing...
Exactly. And Bob wanted to have a Scopitone to go with it.
And he had no idea where it was going to play, necessarily.
No. Well, they weren't equipped for Scopitone.
Well, we were a little ahead of our time.
Yeah, no 25, 30 years.
Right. Right.
And what's changed?
I don't know.
These cue cards were done by yourself and myself and...
Joan and Donovan. Everybody had a...
I don't think Alan did. Wasn't Alan just along for the day that day? Isn't that Allen Ginsberg in the corner?
Yeah, it is Alan. Alan came to sanctify us, I think.
We came to check the writing.
And I would like to play a little tune I just composed not too long ago.
Miss Billie Holiday.
1, 2, 3,
let me take you down.